Hello everyone, I am MangaAnime12 and welcome to my review of the Figutto Ryuk figure. Now I just want to say before we start off that these types of videos are not what my channel is going to be consisting with for the most part. I just want to upload anything that interests me that's related to manga and anime and put up here for everyone else to see. Also, this is a very scripted and organized video. In the future though, I want to be more laid back and just say whatever comes to mind. I will be uploading my March manga haul video near the end of the month, so look forward to that if you're interested. And sorry for using different quality audio clips in this video. It doesn't sound too good, but I'll fix it in later videos. Anyway, back onto topic. To start out, let's take a quick look at the box. It's a pretty basic box, but that's all it really needs to be. It has a few pictures of Ryuk, some Japanese letters that I cannot read, well, most of them, and the contents on the back. Now that's out of the way, let's get into the figure. Here is Ryuk, out of his box on his stand, and I must say that this Ryuk figure is the most detailed Ryuk figure I've seen on the internet, and it should be for the price. I have been wanting a good Ryuk figure for a while, but most of the ones I see just look off or derpy, or just complete horse shit, like this for example. But thankfully I snagged this one for a good price. He looks identical to some shots in the manga and anime, but then a little off to others. What I mean by this is depending on the particular shot or drawing of Ryuk, he tends to look a tiny bit different. Sometimes his face is more defined with his cheekbones and his lips, but others it's more slimline and his face looks less detailed. And sometimes it has detail, but they draw his face thinner and longer. I have seen a figure of him that suits this thinner, longer, less detailed Ryuk face on the internet. That one looks less detailed but more simple, like he often looks in the series. So whichever you personally think suits him more, but I prefer this one. They both look great though. And since this one has more detail, it also looks kind of like how Ryuk looks in the live-action movies. Ryuk comes with a few accessories, those being 2 apples, one that's had a bite taken out of them and one that's perfectly fine, 2 death notes, an alternate head, and alternate shoulder, hair, or wings. And 6 different hands to choose from that come on their own little holder thingy. All the accessories and alternate pieces look nicely detailed considering their small size, and they stay in his hands nicely. The death note in particular, I was worried that it would not stay in his hand, as it goes in very easily with hardly any force. But somehow it stays in his hand even if you shake it. Although I can't imagine it would if you shaked it with more force. Ryuk's personal death note, the one that's not Sido's that Ryuk found on the floor and then gave to Light, that's usually located on his waist is detachable. Although I don't really ever intend to remove it. Also his chain and skirt are made of a more bendy material so they move more naturally. The alternate head is like he's laughing or something along those lines. And it is just as well done as the other head. I have never really had the desire to put this head on though. It usually spends its life in the box. I like how he looks with or without his wings, but I usually display him with them off. As in the series, the majority of the time he does not have his wings out. And the peg that you attach from the base into Ryuk's back is posable, so you can have him in different positions and he will be supported. The detail all around is very nicely done. From the sculpting to the paint job, it's all done in a professional way that looks very realistic. He has blue highlights all around him, which is somewhat accurate to the series. Sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's purple, sometimes it's different shades of grey, and other times there's no additional colours and it's just completely black. It just depends on the lighting. I do wish that they made the blue a little bit less prominent and had more blacks and greys, but overall the detail is more than exceptional. Also, sorry that this figure's a bit dusty. I suppose I should have cleaned it beforehand, but whatever. One thing that I have noticed though, is that in the middle of the forehead, it's supposed to have more hair that comes down into the middle, but it's not very prominent on the figure. Now for articulation. Although his whole body has quite a few points of articulation, most of them can't actually move that much. Starting out with the head, it moves right to left very slightly, and up and down even more slightly. The wrists move backwards and forwards and also fully twist around. The elbows can extend and bend, although I wish that they could move a little more. And the upper arms slash shoulder joints don't get to move very much because of all the shoulder hair stuff. The chest can move side to side and up and down very slightly. And finally for the legs, which have the most articulation. The ankles move up and down and can be turned all the way around. The knee can bend backwards quite a bit, and the upper legs can be positioned too. That's pretty much all Ryuk has for me to cover. Overall, it's a very good figure with very nice detail, some good articulation, accessories and size. I would definitely recommend buying it, but maybe not for the over £100 like it goes for on the internet. Thankfully I got it on auction for half that, but if I had to pay the full 100 plus, I might not have bought it. Finally, just for a little bit of comparison, here he is stood next to my Light statue and my Nendroid L figure. Thanks for watching.